Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back once again. It is me, Molt. So happy to be here with you guys today playing some more Clash Royale, and guess what we did? You saw it in the title. We hit 2,000 wins. You can see it right there. Now, a lot of you guys sent me pictures of people lower that had won a lot more or that have had a lot more wins, and I'm not sure if they've dropped or not, but I could very easily drop down to 0 and just win almost the whole way back up and get a lot of wins. But this has been a consistent kind of push with no dropping or anything like that. So I'm pretty proud of it. I'm super stoked to have hit 2,000 wins. I think that's awesome. But we are at our highest cups right now. You can see 39.79, guys, was where I was at this morning. And then I jumped on and I faced somebody completely maxed out using practically my same deck and just got overrun because it made a fairly big difference. But we're going to go ahead and show you guys the final win, and we're going to show you some of the other victories on the way up to here, and then we'll try and get a match at the end as well, okay? Alright guys, so right here we're playing Smurf. This is actually who I lost to this morning. He switched his deck up, I think after facing me, because this was last night, and then he's using a different deck this morning. Which is the one that he ended up beating me with. But we're going to go ahead and drop off our Goblin Hut down here in the bottom corner. Now, I've seen a lot of you guys complaining or saying, Molt, you complained about the Rocket and about the X-Bow and stuff, but you're using a dirty spawner deck, so and that's more cheap than the X-Bow deck or whatever. That's completely wrong. It's unbelievably wrong. Now, the reason that I always said that about those strategies was because people weren't getting troops to my tower. That was the thing that was frustrating to me. This game is about troop combat. And in spawner decks, you get troops to people's tower. Now you have to be aware, guys, that countering spawner decks is actually fairly easy, but you don't want to build your deck around countering one type. You have to be prepared to do it all around. But right here, all that he needed to really do if he wanted to counter it is have a bomb tower. Bomb towers are great for countering spawner decks. Also, a lightning spell. He can lightning my tower and my barbarian hut right now and take both of them out and get damage to the tower. So you guys have to be aware of that and aware that, like, everybody's going to complain about every kind of deck that they're consistently losing to. You have to figure out how to counter them. Now, I figured out how to counter those mortar decks, those X-Bow decks, and I even showed you guys that in videos. But again, the reason that it was so bothersome to me was because it was defensive gameplay. It was very defensive, and because people weren't getting troops to my tower. And that's the reason it was frustrating to me. Not because I was just losing to it and couldn't beat it, but because of the style of game that it was. Now, this is still a very active game type, guys. And even though the spawners you kind of put down and they do their thing, they can be taken out. And if someone uses a lightning on your barbarian hut, you're down and you don't have a consistent flow of troops coming anymore, and it can be pretty bad for you. So just realize and try and figure out counters like lightning, fireball, things of that sort can work really, really well. This guy is using, he's using minions on the barbarian hut as well, which is great because they're just going to take out the barbarian hut. You know what I mean? And again, he's got his dragon that does splash damage. So you can use a bomber. You can even use a bomber with a giant in front of it or something to take out spawners, or a bomber and a giant skeleton, something along those lines. So before complaining about losing to something, guys, try and beat it, and then try and figure out like why you don't like it. Okay, I still think that spawner decks are fairly active. Like, it's very active. You have to know when to push. You have to wait for your troops to get there and then drop off your hog rider or something like that. Like, if it's just the spawners, you can't just win with spawners. You have to deploy other troops and progress that way. You could just win with the X-Bow and the Rocket. Like, that, it's true. You could just win with those two things. You can't just win with a barbarian hut and a goblin spawner. It just won't really happen unless somebody's not paying attention. But right here, you can see that we are getting that final push in there, and we get the giant skeleton up to the front. That was Smurf. Now I'm going to show y'all a loss to him that was very close. So let's go ahead and jump into that, okay? Alright guys, so here is a loss. Oh, never mind, it wasn't Smurf, it was Blue Sky. Here's a loss to Blue Sky. He uses a different kind of spawner deck. He mirrors the Spear Goblins. And so right here, I'm going to drop off the Barbarian Hut. up here, try and get our thing rolling. He's got max troops, like I said, so that does make a big difference. He's got level 12 goblins spawning, which is crazy. Spear goblins spawning, and you can see that they just do a lot of work to everything. Thankfully, our archers are getting in here, and they're doing a little bit of damage to that hut. He's going to drop off his max hog rider. I actually just got a max hog rider. Woo! And now we're going to split up our barbarians here. We're going to try and get some sort of push, but it's just, I don't know, it's difficult. It's difficult to get past all of this. I don't have a lightning spell. I don't have a fireball. I have no direct damage whatsoever. I don't have that many air targeting troops. Honestly, it'd probably be good for me to have the 3 minions in here because I could drop them off and they would work fairly well. Right here, we're going to drop off our giant skeleton. Now, guys, if you didn't know, the giant skeleton is getting a nerf. He's getting a huge nerf to where his bomb now takes 3 seconds to blow up. So, right now it has 1, boom, you saw that timer right there. So what you're going to have to do if you use the giant skeleton, which could still be viable, is once he dies, you're going to have to drop something behind him so that troops will go back towards the bomb, blow them up, and then your troop will continue on. So use like a hog rider or something like that just to keep them in that area to take that AoE damage from the bomb. But right here you can see that we're just trying, like, I've been defensive. If you can, here's another thing you have to know. If you can get a spawner deck person on the defense, then you're gonna take him out. Because this whole time I'm on the defense, I wasn't really able to build a good push. You can see that I wanted to go for that right tower, so I've got my spear goblin hut on the left, I got my barbarians on the right. You gotta have them consistent. Right here it's just getting taken down completely. I'm not able to do any damage to the dragon. So keep that in mind. Spear goblins aren't going to do that much damage to dragons, guys, because dragons can one-shot them. So you can use dragons against spawner decks and do a really good job. Like if I had a dragon this whole time, it would have been a different story. Even though he had his dragon, I would have been able to take out a lot of his spear goblins. So right here, his Tesla's just doing work right on the river. No real way to get by it. And now we're just fading fast. I'm not really able to do too much here. He's dropping off a hog rider. I don't really have too much of a defense here. Here he goes with his prince coming in, and then he zaps the tower down right there, which is a little bit ridiculous. And then he's just spamming right now, kind of keeping everything defensive. I can't really get a push going. Now again, the level of troops does have a little bit to do with it, obviously. Because his zap does a lot more damage than a regular zap. It kills troops that normally a zap wouldn't kill if you didn't have a max one. Max hogs are pretty good. I've got mine right here, and you can see he stays alive for a little bit longer. And we get taken down there, so that was unfortunate. But we got our 2,000th win. Say that 10 times fast. Goodness. But let's go ahead and jump into a battle here. It says 3 minutes. Hopefully we get hooked up into one pretty soon. And I'll be back with you guys once we do, and hopefully we can get a W out of it, alright? Alright, guys, so, oh no, we're facing Kyon Rung. Oh no, this guy's pretty good. I think that he has all max troops. He's a secret. He is a secret. Let's start off with this guy down here. I know this seems really dumb, but we're going to see what happens here, because I want to get my spawners up at the same time. Looks like he's going to be pushing left, and I have nothing really to counter this. So we're going to go barbs right over here, and let's see if we can get our... Oh, no. No, that's not what I wanted. No, now the Hog Rider's going to die over there. Take it out. Take out the barb hut, Hog Rider. Come on. Come on, Hog Rider. Take it out. Oh, he didn't take it out. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're in trouble. We got to drop this off. Really, Hog Rider? Okay, well, that just completely changed the game. How did he not focus on that, guys? Is that a joke? Well, that's going to be a loss. Alright, so we need to try and regroup here. I legitimately cannot believe that he didn't go over to that. It was right next to him. The update's not out yet, and in the newest update, they're going to change his, they're going to change that about him, but goodness, is this guy using my deck? Guys, I'm pretty sure he's using my deck. I'm facing my deck, but maxed out. Goodness gracious, man. Holy cow, this is not going to go too well. We're going to drop off our giant skelly over here, and stop throwing at my guy. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Here comes a little push. Oh no, if only those Hog Riders, or if only those Barbarians had gotten there a little bit sooner. Let's go ahead and just arrow this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. And we got to get our barbs in here to take out his... All right, it's okay. We're going to try our best, guys. We're going to try our best. Look, yeah, we're facing our exact deck right now, except everything is a level up. So winning is pretty much impossible at this point. So we're going to have to really, really try and do something to, oh my word. Here we go. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. And yeah. Oh, it's not going to get any of this. Yes, get them all. There we go. What's up, baby boy? Now we got to get our archers in here. He's just trying to take out our tower at this point, which really sucks. There you go, spawning another one. And Giant Skeleton's going to come in and take everything out, of course. And this is a stalemate, guys. There's nothing we can do. Let's go ahead and drop this off, though, and see if we can get, let's see if we can just get over to this tower somehow. Here. I don't know if the Hog Rider's going to go in the middle. He is going to go in the middle, even though the one that we tried to distract with earlier was way further away. So we're going to lose to our exact same deck, except a maxed version of it, which is really fun. That's always been my favorite part about this game, is people using your strategy because they can't come up with their own, and then you losing to it. Let's go. Let's get a push over here on the right. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, no. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. No, he's just going to arrow. He's just going to arrow our tower and win. Guys, he's going to arrow our tower and win. Let's arrow and see if we can get his first. No! No, we were going to take it. Oh, my goodness. We were going to take it. You have got to be kidding me. Dang it, that is ridiculous. Oh, my gosh. We were a millisecond. Literally a millisecond away from taking that victory. Oh, we got no. Guys, come on. That was so close. If you guys are still here, hashtag so close in the comments, guys. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. Alright, well, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That tower was at 100. The tower was at 100, and we are facing our deck, but max troops. That's okay. I'm proud of that. That was good. We almost got him. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like on the video. I will see y'all in the next episode, alright? Peace.